Good morning, everyone. This is Financial Literacy 101. And today I wanted to show you now, what you see in the background is actually my stock portfolio that has been performing in the pre-market, okay? That's performing in the pre-market. If you notice, those actually live stocks that I bought yesterday, I'm up 11%, which has accumulated in my account, appreciated my account up to $340. Now, before I took that snapshot, my account was actually at $345. So I've actually lost some money. But I'm gonna go ahead, and what we're gonna do, we're gonna go ahead and move over and check out my my portfolio on Robinhood right now. Let's see how I'm performing. Okay, right now I'm already up $822. Do you see that? It ballooned. Do you see the amount that I have on my options? I've already made an additional $400 something dollars in soon as the market opened. Okay, if you notice my options, I'm actually little sweat beads are coming out. You can't see it, but now it's going back and forth, and I have to make a call here. When I mean make a call when it comes to option trading, I have to make a call. Do I sell now, or do I hold it until close to the expiration date? Because if I go into one of my options, I'll go into Neo. And as you can tell, my total return, today's return, is fluctuating $492. Okay, I'm up 195%. I've made that much money essentially in 4 minutes so far. This is the power of investing that I keep telling you guys about. Why not invest? So if you are looking at YouTube channels that are teaching you how to invest, hopefully they're doing what I'm doing, where they actually show you the actual result live. I'm already up $540 with Robinhood. So let's check it out. Let's go to Plug Power. Let's see how good I'm doing on Plug Power. Okay, I'm up $21 with Plug Power. Nonetheless, I have 7+ contracts. I'll go back. I think Neo, I have maybe about 12. We're still ballooning up here. I'm up $588. I have 12+ contract with Neo. So I'm making great money. So all together right now, currently, I have made $958. $958. Now, of course, it's fluctuating back and forth. My stock portfolio is up 30%. I see that it's tickering here and there. Now, granted, if I was a day trader, when I hit 30%, I probably would have sold, okay? But the market is trying to handle its footing. Now, I'm looking to see if it's going to fluctuate essentially between 20, 30%. Now, when it gets to 20 or maybe 21, I may sell all of my options when it comes to Neo and Plug, But right now, we're at 28%. We was up to 30%. And I'm just watching the market because I was up essentially $900 something. And those percents really, really mean a lot of dollars, okay? Even like right now, we have 30.68%. So it's fluctuating rapidly. But here's the thing, I don't want to sell too soon and I don't want to sell too late. So you have to have a breaking point. You're like, you know what? If this drops to 25%, I'm selling. But here's the ticker. Here's the thing. If it balloons up to 40%, don't get mad. The key to investing is don't take money off the table. It's okay to leave money on the table, meaning don't lose money. Okay, don't lose money because you're trying to be greedy. Take the money that you've appreciated in value because you always made money. Yeah, you're like, oh man, I could have made so much, I could have made $300-400 more. But hey, here's the thing. You made money instead of losing money. Okay, I'm looking at it tinkering between 28 and 30, 28 and 30. Now it's at 29%. So these are the things that you guys need to look for. Now let's look. Oh man, look at this, 27%. I'm actually watching this as I'm talking to you guys. Okay, I'm gonna go over here to Neo to my individual share. Let's see how much I made off of that. Okay, today's return. Wow, today's return off of Neo, I made $238. My total return. So Neo is doing well. Neo has came out of the gate like a racehorse. Okay, like a race dog. Okay, like a rocket. And I love it. I've been telling people for the longest time. Tell me, now I'm looking at 26%. Now I got my hand on the trigger. Okay, now I got my hand on the trigger because essentially I probably need to sell if it's going to keep dropping like that. Okay, if it's going to keep dropping like that, because I don't want to lose that money. And when it comes to options, I don't care. Okay, when it comes to options, I don't care. So what I need to do is open up another tab here so I can look at my total stock value and monitor what NEO is doing at the same time. All right, I'm at 26%, almost at 27%. But again, if this drops to 25%, I'm going to sell. So I have my 12 contracts right here, up $450, and it's fluctuating rapidly. Okay, it's fluctuating rapidly. A lot of times, even during the day, they have what they call these small market corrections. These small market corrections, and they're like, okay, it's the stock, value of this one is too high. Depending on the information that we're receiving in the news or the innovation that the company is actually going through. So that means that it will start to tinker, people will start to sell the stock. So essentially, you got to have your hand on the trigger. Okay, you have to have your hand on the trigger and you have to monitor. Okay, so now I'm looking at it 25%. I'm starting to sell. Okay, I'm starting to sell. So I don't want to lose too much of the appreciation that I've had in those stock values. So I'm gonna go ahead and sell it, okay? So that's what I just did just now. Let me look back to my stock portfolio. All right, like I said, it's at 24%. So now that doesn't mean that it won't balloon back up, but essentially I wanted to secure those funds. You have to know when to secure those funds and not like, oh, it's dropping, but oh, it'll be good. But it came out the gate exploding and the percent value increasing. Okay, it increased tenfold essentially. So that was really good money to be made. And if you notice in the background here, this is my stock portfolio in the pre-market. It was up 11.53%, and I made $340 in the pre-market. Okay, in the pre-market. Okay, from yesterday. So I'm doing essentially well. Let's go back. I'm almost done here. I want to go back to my stock portfolio. So again, I have secured some of those funds. You see that my stock portfolio is up today at 700. That is because I sold those that amount of all my call options, right? And I still may have a couple left. Let's see here. The key. That's why I don't like Robinhood on some things. Again, that's why I went to WeBull. This is one sure way I know how much I have. I'm gonna refresh really quickly. I just want to look at my buying power. That tells you how much you secured, okay? So my buying power is $177, but the amount that I've made so far today is, again, it's still fluctuating. And this is still dropping. Why aren't these selling? This is one of the main reasons why I got one of the main reasons why I got away from Robinhood. Not enough shares. Okay, so that means that they did go through, but they're not actually deflecting my sales live, and that's what I don't like. As an investor, you want live information because everything is happening live. And again, the reason why I like to show you guys Robinhood, you're like, why are you showing us Robinhood? Because WeBull can get a bit busy. And if I'm trying to explain things, there's a lot going on. You will see all sorts of histogram and lines and things when I'm trying to sell. Robinhood is a little cleaner platform, but they're slow. Okay, but they're slow. And that is the one thing that I absolutely hate, that Robinhood is slow. Let's see here. Okay, so I sold all of those shares. That's what they're telling me. But again, as you can tell here live, that I'm up 22% and and it still continued to rise. Okay, it still continued to rise. So I'm making good money. So essentially, hey, I would love to make $150 a day. So I'm not even worried about this is going up, to 686, that I'm up, 24% in my stock value, and you see the numbers dialing in. I love it. I love to see 700, but think about it like this. If you could get so good in investing that you can make $150 a day for 30 days, I mean, except for your holidays and your weekends. So let's say around 18, 19 days, okay, 20 days, okay? Because you got those 2 weekends a month and you got maybe a couple of holidays in each month, maybe one or two. Some months don't have holidays, but nonetheless, let's say around like 20 to 22 days that you can make $150 a day. And essentially that is the power of trading, period. That is the value of trading, period. You can invest in solid stocks that can perform, okay, for the majority of the month, and that at the end of the month, it equals out to you accumulating or increasing your portfolio $150 a day. You'll be making great money. I mean, great money. And here's the thing. If you are struggling, but you want to invest, but you don't have a lot of debt, and you're thinking, oh, I made $150. Let me go ahead and sell my stock. No. That's not how you become rich. That's not how you become wealthy. And I tell you right this, I am not a millionaire. I am not 100,000-aire. I'm a thousandaire. I got a couple of thousand. I always tell people that because it's the 100% truth. Okay, it's 100% truth. But I have some money in the stock market, whether it be on Robinhood, WeBull, Wealthfront, Vanguard, etc. Now, granted, I'm starting to consolidate all of my investment portfolios. I may go to one or two platforms, because when you divide your money so thin and you're not dealing with large volumes of cash, then you're probably missing out on great gains. You're missing out on great gains, because the more money that you can invest on one stock, on one platform, your multiplication of your stock value goes up exponentially. So essentially, if I have it spread all over the case, like, well, you're making the same money because you're investing in the same stocks in different platforms, but you have to understand compounding interest. So the more money, the more interest that compounds. So that means a lot in the investment world. The one thing you want to understand in the investment world is compounding interest. The one thing that you don't want to deal with in your debts is compounding interest, because people don't believe that their debt they don't believe that their debt is compounded. They believe that it's simple interest, meaning that, oh, if it's 10%, that it's 10%. Unfortunately, some debt accounts are compounding, meaning that person, when you're just paying the minimum amount of your debt, it's compounding on the next month. That's why you say, oh, just pay $25 a month for your credit card. Then the next month, you didn't spend any money. You only paid your $25. Then next time it says pay $35, because your debt account is compounding interest. Now, because essentially, if you paid your $25 and you have a certain percentage amount and it's simple interest, your amount should relatively be the same the next month. But if it's compounding, meaning you paid your 25, you didn't use your credit card, but all of a sudden it went to 25 minimum payment to 35 minimum payment, then you have a compounding interest account. That's debt. So that's the thing, ladies and gentlemen. I'm looking at my account. I'm up $750 today. I'm thrilled, but I'm not overly excited, because that can go down to 400. That can go down to 300. My goal is, when I come on here and I'm buying options and I'm trading stocks, the previous day, the next day, if I can make $150, that means that my research, me learning those analytical metadata and reading my histogram, paid off. Now, if it didn't, that means simply, I might have missed something, or just dumb luck, or just bad luck. It happens. But right now I'm up, I'm thrilled, but I'm not going to sell anything. I mean, I sold my options, as you can tell. You no longer see NEO on here. That's sold out. Let's see what else I have on here. I believe 7 contracts, but they won't let me sell them because I already sold them. Let's see here. You're paying the right to buy 700 a plug. No, I'm not buying. I'm selling. And this is what they read. You only have 0 open contracts to plug to sell. We're currently holding 7 contracts for your pending orders. You can cancel these pending orders to close more contracts. So I'm not, okay? Because again, I want to secure those funds that I sold when it was at 25. It was at 25.98%. And I told you I wanted to sell at 25% because it was up 30%. Now let's go back and let's look at what is that right now. Okay, so if I go back to right now, my total portfolio is 22%. I'm gonna go back to plug. They're up 45% today. So I could probably dive back in, buy a couple of more options. Let's look at if I can buy some more contracts. Let's see. What are they dwindling at? They're at 50%, they're going up. So let's look at this. Let me see if I can buy 12. Okay, so you're paying for the right to buy. Shares are higher. Okay, right now, what are the shares for plug? So we're doing this live, and this is actually what I go to. So I don't think it's good to get in at 11, even though that they're going, plug is actually going up pretty well. Let's look at the individual stock. Up right now at 6%. Okay, so I have 36 shares. I'm up for my today's return at $21. My total return for plug is $67 and increasingly. So let's look at this. I know I'm all over the place, ladies and gentlemen, but this is how you actually invest. When nobody's watching you, nobody's around, you're at your computer and you're going back and forth. So the reason why I like to show you this live, because you're actually seeing me talk to you guys, for one, which is very difficult, and look at my money. I'm like, okay, what am I doing here? So, you know what I'm saying? So please bear with me because I'm looking at a lot of things going on here. And I see plug power are increasing in percentage rapidly. Okay, now look at my buying power. Remember, I sold all my options. Look at my buying power right here. That tells you that the amount that I told you was up. Because if you remember, and I'm gonna show you this really quickly. Where is it? I'm just trying to lean out the way here. But my buying power starting off today was $3.75. My buying power was $3.75. And I didn't do any instant deposit because you saw it here first. Okay, you saw it here first. Let me go back here so we can watch this money. So you saw it here first. So now I'm looking at plug power. I'm interested in buying an option, but I don't know if I should do it right now. It's going back and forth. If I buy an option, it's going to be risky. It's going to be risky. And then here's the thing, Ross World, you made 916. No, I'm sorry. Take away $3. You made, $913 today. Should you call it quits, or should you go back in? This is how I kind of talk to myself. Like, should you go back in and buy a risky option because it's still going up, and it's bothering me. It's bothering me that it's going up so well. And so let's do this. Because sometimes you have to feed the beast. I'm gonna do it on my phone. I hate the way their platform is when it comes to when you're doing option trading online. And when you do it, say plug power, and this to show you, I'm on my phone doing it, okay? There it is. Okay, the virtual background is getting crazy. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys. I wanna buy option here. Okay. Trade options. It says 11 strike. I don't want 11 strike. They're close to 10, so I'm gonna do a 10 strike. Continue. They're 232. I'm gonna buy 12. Nope, that's too much. If I buy one, it's at $232. So I'm gonna reflect it on here. I'm gonna reflect it. I just bought an option, so I'm gonna go back, and you should see a plug option. I'm gonna refresh my screen. There it is. It popped in. As you can tell, ladies and gentlemen, it just popped in. I told you doing it on the phone is a lot easier. Don't ask me why. It just is. Okay. So here we go. I just bought this plug option. I bought one because it was at $232. Okay. I didn't want to go into my savings too much, but look, let's see how much I've made. I haven't made anything yet. Okay. I'm at a -0. I don't know how you get a -0, but your boy is at a -0. All right. We're going to see how this performs. We're going to be a couple more minutes on live, and I'm going to get off so you guys can go ahead and focus on your daily jobs and your investments. Okay. But I just want to see how this performs in the next couple of minutes so we get the information in order to learn how to option trade. Okay, I believe one day soon I'm gonna come out with a video, and I don't want it to be too long. I want to be no more than 15 minutes, because option trading is not as easy as some people may seem. Oh, learn how to option trade. There's a lot of things going on in order for this to happen. Okay, so let's look at plug power. I like to look at the individual stocks and then go over to the option. Some people may say that one doesn't have to do with the other, but it does. Believe me, it does. Okay. All right, so the individual stock is up 6%. Let's go over to this one. Let's see where I'm at. I'm down $6. See, so that's why I only bought one contract, and that one contract was $232 a share, and now it's actually decreasing, and I'm losing. But I didn't buy. So I made $913 today in the first opening minutes of the stock market, and I sold those contracts, and I'm gonna hold on to that cash. But I'm sorry. Don't forget that I bought those options yesterday. And how did you know that it was going to balloon up today? Again, I tell you guys, I'm no genius. I'm no prima donna. I'm no Nostradamus. I just do the research and look at how things are flowing in the market. When I see that they made a contract and someone gave them some more money and people believe in their product and their product is selling and they're moving freight to and fro, guess what? Those are great indicators, because some people may just believe, oh, it's looking at the RSIs, it's looking at the line graph, it's looking at the histogram. No, a lot of the information is the news that you find out before most investors find out. And you have to go to weird sources. I don't even know some of the news sites I go to. I was like, oh, wait a minute, Neo, wait a minute, Plug, wait a minute, Hymax. I just look at all of these different news sources, and then they come out with good information. So again, I'm down. I'm not mad at that. Because essentially I took a chance. I told you it was risky, but here's the thing. There's risk in investing. And sometimes in order to gain $900 like I did, you have to lose $200. I'm like, what are you talking about? That don't make no sense. What I mean is, if you don't apply a little bit of risk to your portfolio, you will never get great gains. I took a small piece. Take, for instance, if it was $1,000, okay, and I took $200. I mean, I still making over 80% profit. That's what I'm talking about. So if me taking 18.9% profit out for a risk, for the potential of great gains, then I'm all for it, because it may pan out. The day is still early. It's only been 25 minutes from the market opening. So this is the thing that is actually great about investing. What's going on, Nolan Baptiste? Good morning. And we got KN CCL. I'll just call you KN for short. Hey, what's up, bro? What's up, man? So this is the power of investing. And one of my videos that I've made in this past month called Why Not Invest. Check it out. It might be informative. But again, I like to show people things live, because if I do bad, then you see that I did bad. Everything is not sugar water. Everything is not great, okay? Everything is not peachy keen. But when I do great, you see that I did great right here before your eyes. And there's no editing software that's going to change any of that, because it is live and I'm showing you my actual portfolio. Now, granted, I was down $6. Now I'm down $5. I'm happy about that. So let's go here. Where are we at? Plug power is still up, essentially. I'm going to expand it on you guys. Let's look at this. Okay, we got to see this. MA means the movement average, estimated movement average, and volume. We can actually change the colors on those, but we won't. This is another part of Robinhood that most people don't actually look at. When you look at the wildest RSI, it's just another form of an RSI. I read the history on it. I don't quite remember, but it's another form of the RSI. And all of these things actually help you to predict. I don't want to say predict, but analyze how a stock should perform, essentially. But again, one of the largest pieces of information is news, because that's what's going on. Okay, let me go back, see if there's any data that I can actually add here. We got the RSI index. So we got the Wilders, we got the RSI. You see that they're slightly different. They're slightly different. What other data that we can add here? Oh, it's not the estimated moving average, guys. I was absolutely wrong. It's exponential moving average. Moving average. Okay, so we already have all our analytical tools here looking at plug power. Now, as I'm reading the movement average with the exponential movement average, it looks like plug power still got some power to go up. It really does. We're not yet at $10. And looking at other reading other investor analysts news information. Sorry, my words are jumbled today, but looking at their news information, they have plug power at $10, $11 easy. And when they say easy, that means that it's going to, eventually they see them getting to $10, $11. And guess what? Plug power can actually explode. That's the thing. They can explode at any moment. So you have a stock here that's under $10. I know some of you have $100 that you was going to blow on absolutely nothing. So my advice would be, my unprofessional advice would be, with risk, take $100, buy 10 of plug power. What's the worst that can happen? You lose $100. You've lost $100 before. You've blown $100 before. You bought trash with $100. And I'm not saying $100 is a little bit of money. No, $100 to me is still a lot of money, because you can get a lot of things done with $100. Believe me. And there's a lot of people around the world that will want you $100. So don't believe me. I'm not playing like $100 is not a lot of money. It is. Now, here's the thing. What are you going to do with your $100? That's the question I have for you. That's the question for you. So I'm down $10 on my option. I'm going to let it ride out. I'm not going to even worry about it. It says here, I'm down 4.31%. I don't care. I'm gonna let this one ride out, and if it appreciating value, I'm gonna sell it. But if not, I'm absolutely fine with that. I'm happy with my return today, ladies and gentlemen. As you can tell, I'm up $674 today. If you look at my portfolio, if you look at my video yesterday, you will see that I was in the 2000s. I was at 2,900, 2,800. Now I'm at 37. I didn't add any money to my portfolio. That is actually my options blowing up, okay? Blowing up. So that is the power of investing. That's the power of having a diverse portfolio with individual stocks and also option trading, okay? So I'm gonna look at plug power again because it's not doing well. But anyway, that is my time for today. Hopefully I gave you some insight, and for you guys who are just tuning in, this back screen you see here is my stock portfolio this morning. In the pre-market, I was already up $340 in the pre-market at 11.53%. So again, ladies and gentlemen, I hope this information has found you well. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you're not a subscriber, please subscribe, where I give you investment tips, saving tips, and also stimulus update. And if you notice, guys, I really haven't gave any stimulus updates because there's nothing to really update. The Senate is about to take all the government officials are about to take a break for the 4th of July. So hopefully when they get back, we'll get some information. And I know that you see a lot of people around the internet are giving stimulus updates, but they're really just giving their perspective about the stimulus update. Essentially, it can be an update. I don't know if there's a play on words there, but essentially I'm gonna give you the hard-nosed updates when I find out the information. Learn money and be inspired. I'll talk to you guys on the next one. You guys have a great day, and please wear your mask. I'm out.